Thailand, it's Songkran, and it's wild here in Chiang Mai. So it's Thai Songkran, and I'm here at Taipei Gate in Chiang Mai, which is apparently one of the hotspots for Sonkran Festival. So I'm here to just soak up the atmosphere and learn all about this significant Thai holiday. Pretty noisy here, but the first thing I want to learn about is these sand castles. So I'm just going to go and read up, and then I'll tell you all about them as soon as I find a quiet spot. It's pretty hard to find a quiet spot here in Chiang Mai, but that's the way I like it. So I'm trying to learn about what's sand and what do these sand pagodas and sand castles have to do with Songkran. So I'm trying to learn about that, and I'll find a quiet place and try and explain. But while I'm doing that, have a look at the fun that's happening over my shoulder here. Loads of people having fun at Songkran. So what happens with the meaning of sand at the temples is basically that throughout the year in the temples, a lot of sand is taken out of the temple. So the people go into the temple, and then when they leave, they take a little bit of the sand. So for Songkran, and in fact it's the day before Songkran, this is when people return some sand to the temples. Now back in the ye old days here in Chiang Mai, they used to be like a lot of temples, say along the Ping River. So along the Ping River banks, people would collect the sand from the river and transfer it up to the temple. And they'll just pile it up there in the temple, and then it would be either used to return sand to the temple or used to do things like brickwork and fix some of the broken things in the temple. Now what ended up happening is when these piles of sand were put outside the temples, just prior to Songkran, which is now the Songkran Eve, this is what traditionally when families get together, spend time with each other, but also they decorate some of these nice flag-like artifacts. And when they go to the temple to return the sand, they can also make prayers, say prayers, and make merit, but also decorate the sand castles. So it's actually kind of evolved into a sort of a sand competition, sand pagoda competition, and that's what we just saw there at Taipei Gate. So this is the day before Songkran, when families spend time together, return sand to the temples, and decorate the temples, and stick the flags in those sand piles. So I've already learned something about Songkran. I can't believe it, I found a nice quiet voice here, a quiet place here, where the microphone can pick up my voice, and there's also some good street art here, so I'll film a bit of that. Symbolic reason for this sand being returned to the temples during Songkran, and it's symbolic of over the course of the year, because this is the Thai New Year. Over the course of a year, people have collected a lot of junk and a lot of filth and a lot of sins and a lot of pain and a lot of problems, and that's represented by the sand on their shoes. So the act of actually returning the sand to the temple is kind of like leaving the pain and the problems at the temple so you can start the new year afresh. Songkran means to move or to change place, and it's actually the changing of the solar, some of the constellations. I don't know too much about this, I need to study it up, but it's something to do with the solar pattern, the zodiac, and the change is also somehow connected. I'm going to find out and I'll share all about that with you now. But yeah, it's just quite a marvellous festival, Songkran. It's one of my favourite festivals in the whole wide world. I'm so happy to be here. So the idea of returning to the temple, returning that sand to the temple, starting the new year, it's all about starting the new year afresh. And it's during this time of the year where Buddha images are cleaned, houses are cleaned, households clean their houses, and they want to be kind of spiritually pure to start that new year. Now there's also, because there's a lot of cleaning involved, this has kind of turned out to evolved into a citywide water fight, and that cannot be beat. It's just water fights everywhere. I love it. And it's not even Songkran yet, it's the day before. it is Sonkran Eve, so it's time to spend time with your family. Unfortunately, I'm here with my daughter and my niece and her friend, so I've kind of got my family here with me. So, very special event. I'm happy to be here. So here in Chiang Mai, you can hire one of these tuk-tuks for an hour or for half a day. They remove the roof, and you sit in the back and you drive around the moat and you shoot water at people, and of course they shoot water at you. So that's one cool option if you're celebrating Songkran in Chiang Mai, the the roofless tuk-tuk. Now this place here is just outside Ta Pei Gate, and it's a lot of fun, but this traffic jam is causing a lot of fumes. I'm breathing in. Breathing in a lot of petrol fumes here, so it's not a great place to linger. Visually it's fantastic, oxygen wise terrible. It's cool here, good temperature. After getting soaking wet. Hang on, I think the music's a bit loud there. Oh, running up. Oh, yeah, water. Oh, water, okay. Yeah. Beer. No. Where are you from? Australia. Yeah. I'm Japan, oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have fun.
Enjoy?
Thank you.
Yes.
So you can't help but make friends when you're here at Songkran. Now, I'm going to go to Chiang Mai, which is the oldest temple in Chiang Mai. Apparently they've got some kind of procession and they're bathing the Buddha image there. So I've just got to find my family and convince them to walk to Wat Chiang Mai. Learn a bit more about this remarkable festival that's Songkran. It's the morning of the 13th. This is the first day of Sonkran Festival, and I'm here at 8:09 in the morning, a significant number, as they're just starting a procession of the Buddha images here at Ta Pei Gate. In case you're wondering, no, I didn't make it to Chiang Mai yesterday for their bathing of their Buddha statues. I'm traveling with 3 young ladies, and trying to get them organized is like herding cats. Anyway, not to worry, that's part of the fun. That's part of spending time with family. Anyway, I'm at Ta Pei Gate now, and I'll show you what happens on the first day of Songkran, the 13th of April. I'm at Ta Pei Gate here, and this is the opening ceremony of the Chiang Mai Songkran Festival. They've got a lot of dignitaries over my shoulder there giving speeches. This is the Mayor of Chiang Mai speaking at the moment, making everyone feel welcome and opening the ceremony. And just down the road is Wat Phan On, and there's something going on there, so I'm going to go and have a quick look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆครับให้กับ The Annual Sonkran Festival 2023 ประเวณีปีใหม่เมืองเชียงใหม่ is officially started
ค่ะและนี่คือการเริ่มต้นนะคะสำหรับประเพณี
Hello, we've got a marching band coming down the road. Have a look at this. As far as marching band goes, I think I could play in this band. There's a tradition here in Chiang Mai called the Ladies on Bicycles Procession, and I think, just a theory, that I think it's got something to do with like a beauty pageant. I'm not 100% sure, but just having a cup of coffee, watching the marching band, and here come the ladies on bicycles. Okay, the vibe's picking up now. I've got the band performing the traditional Thai instruments. Gate, which is where the opening ceremony was, and they're heading down, I think there's a Ratanakosin Road all the way down to Wat Phantao, which I'm going to finish my cup of coffee and then I'll head down there to Wat Phantao. So I already talked to you about the sand, the relevance of the sand in the temple. So now the other thing that's happening, and I'm about to go to Wat Phantao and look at this, which is the bathing of the Buddha's images. So all the temples, this is the time of year where they're all bathed, and so a lot of people go to the temples to bathe the Buddha images. So we're going to do that soon. So today is the 13th of April. So today is officially known as Songkran Day. It's the first day of the new year, but it's also the family day. So tomorrow is the day for the elderly. That's the 14th, but today is the 13th, so it's time for the family. Now a lot of the temples bring out their Buddha images for bathing, and they're bathed in this kind of scented water. So we'll get to do that in a moment. But they also bring their Buddha images out and for a procession as well. So no doubt we're going to find some kind of procession as we wander around today. I'm at Wat Phan On in Chiang Mai, in the old city, and here's a great example of the sand that's been brought to the temple. So this would have happened yesterday or the day before, and all the flags that have been placed in it, they're from families, and the tradition is that the families get together and they make those flags, and they're decorated with the Chinese zodiacs, and then they decorate the sand. So I'm in the grounds of Wat Chedi Luang, which is one of the ancient temples here in Chiang Mai city, and a lot of activity today. There's a lot of people bathing the Buddha images, and a lot of tourists here as well. It's a very nice start to the day one of Songkran. Next I'm going to head to Wat Phantao, and that's another significant temple here in Chiang Mai. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning, and it's nice to tour around the temples here and see the processions. And first thing in the morning, one thing I have noticed is there's no water fights first thing in the morning, which is good because I don't really want to get splashed. There's water first thing in the morning. But now it's getting close to about 10. I've got a bit of a sweat up. Actually, I'll welcome that first splash of water for this Sonkran Water Fight Festival. And it has been noticed as well is that Chiang Mai, first thing in the morning, it's a quite active city, busy city with around the temples and the marketplaces. But other than that, it's actually a pretty sleepy town. But mid-morning now, and it's starting to come alive, you can see a lot more people slowly getting out of bed and greeting the day, ready for a day of water fights. That lady just shot me on the genitals. So I just got to Wat Phantao, and this is not Ratanakosin Road, it's Ratchadum Road. Anyway, I've timed it perfectly because the procession, the Buddha image is just about to start. So that's once a year they bring the Buddha image out of the temple and parade it around. It's for a chance for all the people to bathe the Buddha and also get a blessing from the monks. One of the best ways to enjoy Songkran is just set up camp near a busy place and squirt people with your water pistol and throw buckets of water as they drive by. Even more fun when there's a few kids around, they really get involved. And there's also a fresh supply of beer nearby as well. Can't lose. Okay. So it's day 2 of Sonkran Festival and I'm physically a mess, emotionally a mess. Actually, I'm not a mess. My heart is full because I had so much fun yesterday. But fronting up today again is it's quite the effort. I played a lot of sport in my time, and it's like playing in a sports carnival or a tournament. You just play one match and you're exhausted, but you got to get up and do it again. That's Sonkran Festival. It's quite the physically demanding activity. Hello. Anyway, I'm back for some more. So this is day 2 of Sonkran Festival. This is April the 14th. And I'm situated here on the moat in Chiang Mai in the old city. And I've got my niece and her friend just over here. We've found a great spot. They serve beer. They got a fresh supply of water, and it's water from a tap. and not water from the creek, which is what I prefer. So we got some water from the tap here, and the good thing about being on the inside of the moat is the traffic flows through, so we can splash people as they go past. Whereas compared to the other, this is the outside of the moat, where it's just gridlocked with traffic. So there's a lot of petrol fumes over that side. Oh! Got me so well, got a hat off. Oh, Songkran, full of surprises. So it's good to see my niece and her friend having a good time here at Chiang Mai and the Sonkran Festival. But yeah, as I was saying, on the inside of the moat, that's my pro tip. On the inside of the moat, you've got more traffic flowing through. It's kind of like a bit more fun. And you've also got fresh water, fresh tap water. Compared to the outside of the moat, where it's chock-a-block, you're breathing in fumes, and they're getting water from the creek here, from the moat. And not a lot of movement, so I like this side. I like the inside of the moat the best. And I think there's two ways to enjoy Songkran. One of them is just walking around. For that, you need your water pistol and just shoot your water pistol at people. But my preferred method is setting up camp somewhere. Somewhere we got live music here. Got a guy on a guitar. We've got the fresh water supply. We've got food. We've got beer there. This is my pro tip on how to enjoy Songkran. Oh! Buddy be my. Oh, so much fun. I love this festival. So this is day 2, and I got one more day to enjoy Sonkran Festival. Mai, end of day 2 Sonkran Festival. I'm now going home to have a warm shower, and then around the Neiman Hayman area there's a lot of water parties, water fight parties in the evening. So I'm moving from the old city, which is where I am now, to that one was actually, that water pistol was actually scented, very fragrant. So as I transition from the old city with water fights, I'm heading over to Neiman Hayman area, and there's a lot of Sonkran parties in the night time, so I think I might have a warm shower, and then I might have to go to the ATM and get a bit more cash out, and then I'm going to hit the town in the night time at the Neiman Hayman area, which is also where Maya is now. Maya is a big shopping mall, and they seem to have a massive nighttime party. So looking online, they seem to have shut down the street last night, so I'm going to go and have a look at that tonight. I tell you what, I'm exhausted. Having water fights 2 days in a row, it's very physically demanding. I love it. Day 3 of Songkran, the Sonkran Festival here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I must say I'm pretty knackered. I had 2 full days of water fight fun. Then last night I discovered that Chiang Mai people also party at night time, so I ended up at some discotheque to the wee hours of the morning last night. So I really love Songkran, but I'm starting to feel these Sonkran effects, and I'm absolutely knackered. Anyway, I've come to this temple here to try and restore my soul. This is Wat Doi Suthep, which is on the top of the mountain, right in the middle there of Chiang Mai city. So I'm gonna come and have a look at Doi Suthep, and also learn a little bit more about Songkran, and whatever I read I'll share with you. A lot of steps here, considering this is my warm-up before water fights. This is my warm-up session. Whew. So after getting up the stairs there, I'm here at the top of Doi Suthep, and I'm at the lookout, but sadly there's absolutely no view because April is the worst time. Well, it's the worst time this year for pollution, so have a look at my view. Yes, down there is a city. That's Chiang Mai city down there. The pollution's so bad we can't see it, sadly. Maybe why I'm short of breath going up those stairs. Not only am I unfit, but also due to lack of oxygen. Doi Suthep. Now, if you want to know all about Doi Suthep, I've actually done another video about Doi Suthep in detail, so I strongly encourage you to check that one out if you're curious about Doi Suthep. Anyway, I will tell you one thing about not only this temple, but most temples. They have this really cool like murals and artwork on the walls. And the reason they have this is way back when reading material wasn't so readily available, but also a lot of people couldn't read. So these murals were used as like teaching tools. So the monks would sit around these images and teach the young novices about some of the principles of Buddhism. But they are just absolutely beautiful. I love these murals that are painted and presented around the temple. So Doi Suthep would be probably the most significant spiritual place of all of Chiang Mai, and it's definitely one of the main tourist attractions as well. Stumbled upon a funeral that's happening at the moment here in Doi Suthep. So I don't think I'll sit down and talk to you all about Songkran while this funeral's going on. I'm going to go home and have a rest because tonight I want to actually go around the Hayman area and do some water fighting in the evening and night time. So the last 2 days I've been solid daytime fighter, but I did notice last night around the Neiman area that there's a lot of party places in the night. So I'm going to go home and rest up and then attack the last day of the water festival tonight.